Good morning. Hello, hello. Are you ready? Let's dive right on in. Let's do the small bowl today. Take a nice breath in. And out. And in. And out. All right. In this space, we're going to just breathe all this light into the body, expanding it with love, expanding it with magic, expanding it with wonder. We're going to be pouring a lot of light through the throat. It feels like we're going to be doing a lot of throat chakra today. So just breathing a lot of light into the throat. And loud exhale, loud exhale. Loud exhale wakes this up. Ready? One more. There we go. All right, let's call in all of our angels. We're going to call in. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think about who do you want to support you. Today is about speaking truth. Today is about speaking the things that need to be spoken that you've been afraid to say. Maybe this is in business, with a client, with an employee, in a relationship. Where are you holding back your voice? This is where we work today, all right? So I'm going to call in Isis because she is a goddess that helps us rise in our power. We're going to call in Joan of Arc. We're going to call in Kali. Kali is fierce and doesn't hide. She doesn't hold back. We're going to also call in any of your specific angels that are for you, your guides that are for you, guardian angels, healers, your army that is here to help you build your work. We're going to call them all in and through the divine light to come and sit with us and to hold this space for this practice. We're going to ask that light will touch our ears so we can spiritually hear what needs to be heard. The light will touch our third eye so we'll have access to all of our spiritual gifts. The light will cleanse our lips so we speak only what needs to be spoken. So breathing in and breathing out. So we're going to first start by putting this really beautiful warm light over the throat. It's going to soften the walls that are around the throat. So if you don't know about chakras, this is one of the 7 chakras. And when this is not functioning fully, it clamps our ability to speak truth and we hide our voice. We also hide being seen. So anything that's afraid to be seen in our power, to be heard in our gifts, all of these things, like clamps it down. And I'm like having a hard time swallowing because it's like so clamped, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pour soft light over it, soften the walls, and start to clean out all the gunk. So I want you to imagine this beautiful golden sunlight coming in and softening the throat, letting the throat know that it is safe, that it is held, that it is heard, that it is loved. And then we're going to activate the throat chakra to the highest vibrational frequency. We're just going to start activating it. And we're going to let that happen and we're going to drop in. There's going to be something that's going to help us wake up your voice. So let me be quiet for a second. Okay. So we're gonna, while the divine light is healing and cleaning out the throat and then activating it to a higher vibration, I'm gonna take you through a visual. So it's like we're multitasking. Your angels are healing your throat chakra while we're using this visual to help your system know what's happening. All right, so you're gonna close your eyes. And I want you to imagine, this is kind of a dark vision, but that's fine because when we deal with hard things, we have to go through the dark first. So in this vision, it's like the energy is really blue. Like it's almost like you're in a dark blue nighttime kind of feeling. And you're in this cage. And you're stuck in the cage. And you can see there's actually a bunch of people in cages. And You know you have somewhere to go. And it's not like, oh, I just want to get out of this cage. It's like, no, like I have somewhere I'm supposed to be. I have something big I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm stuck in this cage. I'm stuck in this cage. And the frustration of being stuck in the cage and wanting to get out and like nobody's there to help you out. Nobody's there. You're stuck. You have something huge you're supposed to be doing. And you start to feel hopeless. Until all of a sudden, you look down. And in the cage, it's like a hanging cage. There's like a loose board. And you move the board over, and there is a key. Pull the key up, and you realize it's the key that unlocks the cage. So you're going to unlock the cage, and you're going to open the doors. And you realize that there's no floor for you to land on. So even though you found the key, you open the cage, there's really no way out. And you sit there and you start to feel, how do I get to where I need to go? The floor isn't there. I open the cage, but I still am stuck. And this is where you have to find a different solution. So I want you to drop in your heart. And this is where you start to realize you use your gifts. You know that whatever you visualize, you can actually bring into the earthly realm. So you start to visualize steps that take you down to where you need to go. But you have an option. You can use this key to unlock everyone else and then get to where you're going, or you can just get to where you're going. I'm going to opt in for the first one. Because when we liberate ourselves, we have the opportunity and the ability to liberate others. When you liberate your voice, you have the opportunity to free others from their cages. When you clamp your voice, when you clamp your power, it keeps everybody else clamped. So you just freed yourself from the cage. We're freeing your voice from your throat. And now you're going to use your gifts to create steps to every cage, and you're going to go in, you're going to unlock, and you're going to unlock, and you're going to unlock, and you're going to free everybody from their cages. And by doing so, there are now steps that go from every cage to every cage. You created the pathway between the cages, which means that when you freed them, they have a path to walk on. Oh, that is beautiful. I love that. So now, not only is everyone free from the cages that they've been imprisoned in, but they now have a path to walk. You freed yourself and created a new path. And all of a sudden you realize, oh my gosh, this was what you were supposed to be doing. It was this. That big thing that kept telling you you have something to do, it was actually this. When you liberated yourself from your prison and when you created the path to help others, this is what you were here to do. I want you to take a nice breath in, and I want you to open up the throat chakra. And in that space and in that time that we went through that vision, I want you to feel how different your throat feels. Mine feels a lot more open. And I want you to ask your throat, what is something that you've been pushing down, stuffing down, refusing to speak truth about? What is it? What is it? What is it? Now that, whatever came to you, you're going to call on your angels, you're going to ask them to help you have the perfect space and time to know exactly when to speak this and to know exactly what words need to be said and to do it with your gifts. Remember, the only way you got out of that prison was with your gifts. So we're not going to go speak truth without using your gifts. They are how you do this, all right? And we're not going to do it without asking our angels to open up the perfect space and time. You're not going to run in and go share something really important to somebody at the wrong time. Like, we've got to have this be perfectly divinely timed, okay? So you're going to breathe in and you're going to breathe out. And breathe in and out. There we go. All right, so now that this has all been cleared through, vast your angels, now you get to be in the space of surrender, knowing that the perfect time and the perfect place is going to show up. And you get to hand all this over to God now. Wow, that was a beautiful practice. So I want you to just feel the work that we just did. And know that your angels will still work on your throat chakra. This isn't going to be done in 10 minutes. This is a consistent clear out, opening, softening, and then asking how and where and when you speak your truth and allowing it to be perfectly unrolled for you. All right, my friend. I'm going to ask the divine light to pour through you from the crown of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet, wrapping you in divine love and divine expression so that you can be fully expressed as who you are. And I will see you tonight.